Welcome back. 7:50. The new year will be upon us on Monday, and many of you are planning to get fiscally fit in 2018. So how do you do that? How do you go from where you are now to stop living paycheck to paycheck? Here right now is Charlie Bowers of Durso Capital Management to get us back here on track. So what is probably the first thing, the most important thing that people need to be doing?
Can you believe Christmas is over and the year's practically over?
No.
Well, a lot of us probably overspent during Christmas. So we'll start getting those credit card bills coming in January. So what do? You need to pay off as much as you possibly can now because you don't want to spend 2018 paying for 2017. So a couple of thoughts on how to pay off credit card, a couple of strategies. To get the most bang for the buck, maybe you pay off the credit card that has the highest interest rate. However, by nature, we're people that like to see progress. So maybe you take the credit card with the lowest balance, pay it off first, and you'll see the progress. You go to zero, you can move to the next card. Because
then you see that account is at zero, so you're like, oh, great, I'm doing something good. So,
exactly.
Okay, right. So what else, what else in terms of credit cards?
Well, a lot of people want to know how to kind of increase my savings. That's important. Well, I'll look to retirement. Well, maybe to be able to save more like you want to, we better look back on why you're not saving as much as you'd like. So what could be the reasons? Well, it could be credit card debt like we talked about, or maybe we're spending more on our wants as well as our needs than we should, or maybe we don't have a budget plan at all where we don't know where our money's going or the expenses we're incurring.
Sometimes, you hear a lot of people, they use their debit card all the time, so you really have and they're not checking the balance, so you have no clue how much you're. So would spending cash instead of using a debit card work?
You can do cash. At one point we used cash envelopes. Once the cash out of the dinner envelope is gone, you don't go to dinner anymore. So there's ways to check what you're doing to make sure you're on track.
And I think that goes into the next thing that I believe we're going to be talking about, which is, basically allot yourself a paycheck. This is what I'm allowing myself to spend.
That's good because, sometimes people will say, all right, I have debt, but I want to save. Which do I do first? Well, I think you ought to try to do both. When you get your paycheck or end the month, pay yourself first, whether it's a fixed amount or some percentage, because sometimes when we really focus on credit card debt, we don't have anything left to pay for ourselves. And as I mentioned, we like to see progress. We want to see that bank account going up and up and up. It's a lot like a New Year's resolution. I resolve to lose weight. As long as I see that I'm losing weight, making progress, I go to the gym, I stay on my diet. Once I don't see progress, it's really easy to quit.
And, I guess one thing is that, you don't want to say to yourself, I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to stay in my home or my apartment, because then, you're going out there, you're working all the time, and you're not really seeing the real-life benefits of it, I would imagine. Well,
I will tell you, just because of my personality, I grew up an engineer, think save, save, save. Well, my wife taught me the importance of making memories, so it's not saving every penny you can. It's okay to spend and make that memory with your family.
Right, so go out there, spend responsibly.
Right way.
Responsibly, there you go. All righty, thank you so much, Charlie, for joining us. Happy New Year to you.
Thank you. Happy New Year to you.
All right, folks, stay with us. We'll be right back.